Okay, my name is Valerie. I'm 25 years old. I'm originally from California, but I moved up to Oregon when I was 19. And I've been kind of going back and forth from California to Oregon. I work two jobs. One is a part-time, but then the other one is a full-time, and I get a lot of hours. Sometimes I've worked up to 16 hours in this job, like on one go. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then like how many hours are you working typically on a weekly basis?
So the part-time job, I'm doing anywhere from 15 to 30.
Okay.
It just depends on the day, whatever days they call me in, pretty much. And then my regular full-time job, that one I'm working anywhere from 40 to 60 a week.
So sometimes even like 80 hours a week, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah, or more. Yeah, I think the most I've done was like 96, I believe.
okay, dude. That's crazy, dude. No,
Yeah.
that's I give you props for that, I respect also as well. But okay, that's super cool, dude. So how would you like describe your fitness journey before you joined like True Impact Coaching, and how were you feeling before you joined the program itself?
Yeah, so honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I was able to lose 40 pounds before joining the program, but then I hit a really bad plateau where I didn't lose weight for like 3 months. And even then it was very restricting. So it wasn't something sustainable or something that like was gonna help me out in the long run
Hmm.
because I was restricting myself a lot. Um, and then on top of that, like I didn't necessarily know what workouts to do, and then going to the gym was always hard because you get in your head a lot, which is, it's a normal thing. Um, but yeah, that was prior to joining. And I started at 280, so I joined you when I was 240, 243.
Yeah, 243. Okay, and then I know you said you were doing a lot of restricting. So, what did your diet look like? What were you restricting yourself from, or how many calories were you eating on a daily basis, or how did that look?
I was eating about 1,200 calories a day, give or take.
Okay.
Um, but I would only eat in the morning, and even then I would do like a protein smoothie, or like, it wasn't actual food, it was more liquids.
Hmm.
And then I wouldn't eat until 5 p.m. And even then it would be chicken and like vegetables, which is good, but it wasn't sustainable. I was super low on energy. I was very drained most of the time. And again, it was just very restricting. So like I was definitely trying to like not eat out, because once I would eat out, I would put everything back on. Like I would gain it back. Um, so it wasn't sustainable at all.
Gotcha, gotcha. And like, I mean, honestly, I mean, before you joined the program too, dude, like that's something that I even did myself too. I stuck to like lettuce, I stuck to like
Yeah.
chicken, and then I would feel bad, and then the next day I would fucking go run 3, 4 plus miles
Yeah.
to lose the calories that I ate the previous night. So I completely understand where you're coming from. So, what would you say was your biggest challenge with starting your fitness journey before joining True Impact? Like, what was the biggest like? This was what I was struggling with the most.
I think my mind, honestly,
The
more
mind.
than anything. Yeah, the mind, because going into it, everybody's like, oh, okay, like it's fitness, so it has to do with your physique and everything. But I think a lot of the times we forget that it's also in the mind, because your mind can take you to a lot of places, and it can also restrict you from a lot of things. So one of the things was that I'm not sure if you posted it or if I just saw it on a post, but it was something that said like your body can withstand anything. It's your mind that you have to convince. And
Hmm.
that's something that I liked a lot. But yeah, no, it was a lot of that, and also like kind of just anxieties, I guess, like anxieties of failing pretty
Gotcha.
much. Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. No, I definitely understand too. I feel like a lot of individuals too, when when they're on their weight loss journey, and they don't know, oh, they tried at least everything, they kind of it doesn't work, so they kind of give up themselves up in the sense like, maybe I'm meant to be like this for the rest of my life because I was
Yeah.
at myself, it came to the point where I just convinced myself that, what, it's my genetics and this is what I got to get used to. So definitely understand where you're coming from. So, what were you like? So when you joined the program, True Impact Coaching, like what were you seeking to accomplish with your mentality, physical, and just overall training and overall just fitness journey?
So I think I was obviously trying to accomplish getting fit, but I also just wanted to be healthy. My health was deteriorating like rapidly. I was um, pre-diabetic,
Okay.
so that scared me a lot. So a lot of this was mainly just to like get my health back on check, and then following, obviously, like you know, your mind kind of just like you insult yourself a lot of the times when you look at yourself in the mirror when you're like you don't like yourself, you don't like how you look, you don't if you don't like the way that you look, you're not gonna feel good. So I was just trying to feel good also.
Okay, dude, and I mean you've accomplished that. You definitely came a long way since we joined the program.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what would you say has been the biggest success that you've had going through the program? Like, what have you learned about, I mean, your diet, training, and overall yourself too?
I think one of the main ones is accountability will definitely take you a long way. Because that's also one of the things that I really, really like that you do. One, like you actually care. You care enough to like talk to your clients and to like to see how they're doing, not only like physically but mentally. And then you're also very much into accountability. So if you see us slacking off, you're just like, hey, like what's going on? Like what's up? Why aren't we meeting this? Why aren't we meeting, why aren't we doing this or doing that? And I think that's something that a lot of us do need because I definitely needed that. So that's one of the things that I feel like definitely helped the most. Two, it's the like how you said, it's the little wins. We've talked about this before, where you're just like people expect to like have this one big win, and it's not like that at all. It's an accumulation of like tiny little wins that you get that help you get to that big win. And that's something that has kind of shifted my perspective on things a lot as well. As well as those same little wins are kind of what give you the motivation to do like what you have to do and um you keep your focus on the end goal at the end of the day. That also shifted because that also shifted like in my mind because a lot of the times we want instant gratification and
Yeah.
instant results, and we're not, it doesn't matter what you do, you're not gonna get that unless you put in the work, and it's gonna take time.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that. So, I mean, obviously, since you joined, like, what have you achieved in the program and how do you feel about it now?
Yeah, so I think I've lost what 32 pounds now, or I believe
34
30.
pounds,
Yeah, there you go.
30,
Yeah,
209 this week. You
yeah,
started at 243. So
yeah.
how do you feel about that we have
That
accomplished that? I mean, in like literally like almost 3 months, a
three
little
months, yeah.
months. So how do you feel about
Yeah.
that?
It's I feel great about it. Like how I said, like my confidence level has gone up. I feel like I can get more stuff done now. Things don't seem as impossible to do or to get to. And obviously starting from, you know, as much as I weighed to like seeing it now, it's still kind of like shocking. Like when I get on the scale, I'm just like, holy shit, like I'm actually losing weight. So it's definitely like a really good feeling that you get, as well as just like knowing that you can put in the work and like you are gonna get the results. It's gonna take a little bit and
Hmm.
it's different for everybody, but if you put in the work, you do get the results.
Dude, I love that, dude. And all while you're still enjoying your favorite foods, you know what I mean? So
Yes, yeah,
and I feel
yeah.
like that's one of the biggest things too that I want to teach all of y'all, especially you. You've learned like you can still eat what you want. It's just about staying within your calories, hitting your
Mhm.
macros. I mean, you can still enjoy your favorite foods. But okay, perfect. So what skills have you gained going through the program itself?
Counting my macros is one of them. I did have trouble with that, and I had kind of a little bit of a learning curve there. But the first thing that you told me to do was go get a scale. That was one of the first things that you were just like, you need a scale, go get a scale. So getting a scale and like just taking the time out of your day to it takes literally like 5 minutes to do everything. So to to actually like calculate your macros and stuff, that's definitely one of the biggest like things that I felt like helped. It was also one of the main things that like is helping still. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And then all you're doing and while you're like fucking working 50
Mm.
plus hours a week, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's the thing that like amazes me about you, Valerie, is that you're doing the work. You're working a shit ton of hours and you're making it happen. You're like you're not giving excuses at all. You're like, okay, this is what I gotta do. I gotta freaking do it, and it just goes back to like thinking about the end vision. Like, if I keep going through, I am going to continue seeing the results I want, and that's
Yeah.
something you've done it, and I mean that's why you're seeing the results you want. Okay, perfect, dude. So, I mean, would you recommend a friend or someone to join True Impact Coaching? If so, why?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think that the community that you build is one that is non-judgmental. And I think that's one of the things that scares people the most is like being judged when you're trying to get better.
Yeah.
That's a big reason why like people don't like going to the gym and stuff. And the community that like you guys are building is genuinely just a bunch of people that want to do better for themselves, and they're very non-judgmental, and like we celebrate our little wins and stuff in the group chat and stuff. So I think it's definitely worth it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that, Valerie. And I mean, like, I just want to say, like, thank you so much for, like, I mean, being part of Impact Coaching, dude. And ultimately, like you do bring a lot of that success that other people are also getting in the program. Like you're sharing your wins, which I know motivates other individuals too to just be better. At the end of the day, I always say like tell everyone is like I just want you guys to just be better 1% better every day, every week. Because at the end of the day in this program, like I'm trying to help you like not only like get to that next level, but just like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've noticed that your success in fitness could also transfer to your success in your personal life, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, to your job and just that discipline, dude. So thank you so much for being part of True Impact Coaching. You've definitely been a killer client, dude. And I know we're barely starting. You're down
yeah.
34 pounds. And this has only literally been like a little bit less than 3 months. So I know we still have a long way to go, but you're fucking killing it, dude. But yeah, is there any like last thoughts or anything that you want to share or anything like that?
Yeah, if anybody is thinking about like even if you're just like thinking about it, even if it's just a thought, like do it. Join the program because it is very helpful. And then again, it's very non-judgmental, and you always like again the accountability. I love that you're always like on us about it. About like if we're not doing something, you're honest about it. And it seems like you do care. It doesn't seem like it. You do care. That's the thing. And that's the thing that, a lot of these other programs don't have. So,
I appreciate that. That really means a lot, dude. I just want everyone, like I always tell my friends, I'm like, well, technically I see my clients as y'all as friends now. You know what
yeah.
So I appreciate that so much, dude. But other than that, Mallory, like, thank you so much for like doing this, you know what I mean, and taking your time out of your day to just really hop in here and just talk about your story, about your success in the program itself. Because I know, again, this is gonna inspire other individuals too to just join the program one, but ultimately to just wanting to do better. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that's the whole purpose of this life too. We only have one life, so why not go after the goals that we desire and we can accomplish? It's just about having the right blueprint, the right system, and the right support system. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much for that.